Hey guys, welcome back to Nate's SuperCoach for 2024. In this video we're going to look through the Carlton's list and we're going to look at lock, watch or pass for the SuperCoach 2024 season. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I've got videos for all 18 teams coming out, so you'll be all across everything you need to know in the preseason for SuperCoach. Okay, so lock, watch or pass. Here are the three categories. The first one is a player that I believe you should start. Okay, they're a lock to start. You obviously can't start all of them, but you can also use these players as a point of difference against other super coaches. So watch is a category where we just don't know yet. We don't have enough info. We need to watch more. We need to watch more of the preseason, round zero for the role, injury or scoring potential. And pass, we just have too much doubt on their ability to score or their injury history or their role, things like that. Okay, let's get on to Carlton. So Carlton, Essendon, Freo, Hawthorn, North and the Bulldogs, I would say, are the teams we're going to be looking at all pre-season, okay, in terms of players, where they fit, where all the puzzle pieces fit. For me, Carlton, initially, back six and the midfield. Back six of Nick Newman, Wiedering, Sard. Throw a couple of players that are coming in here today. How does that fit? How does the midfield fit? Not sure. Bit of a question mark on Carlton. But I think the first thing we need to look at is the locks. So Sam Walsh, 576,000. That's a lock for me. Midfield only. I'm not concerned about that. He is $100,000 less than Clayton Oliver. All right. So and for the potential similar scoring output, I think he's the number one midfielder at the Blues. Again, not sure how their midfield sets up. They've got a few guys to sort of rotate through there. However, all things considered, I think Walsh is probably the best value at 576,000. So I'll be locking Sam Walsh in. Barring any drastic changes, he's going to be in my midfield. Okay, here's the interesting one, the watch list. Okay, so as I said before, Carlton's back six and their midfield. How do the puzzle pieces fit? Not sure. Doherty, 562,000 mid only. Okay, so not sure whether Doherty is going to play a defensive role in 2024. Not sure whether he's going to play a midfield role, whether he's going to be a bit of both. Not sure. He was a defensive staple in SuperCoach for years, and he was almost the first pick. He held down that D1 spot for quite a long time. So how does Doherty fit into things? Not sure. He's only about 10 grand cheaper than Walsh. His scoring output, he doesn't have a huge ceiling, okay, in terms of his highest points, but it's consistent. So again, in a year where Bontempelli's 724,000, starting someone like a Doherty, 562, mightn't be that bad. He could get dual position status depending on where Vossi throws him. So again, not sure. He's on the watch list. We just don't know yet. Similar thing in the midfield, Cripps, 545k, mid only, has been a SuperCoach relevant player in years gone by. He's burned a couple of players, SuperCoaches including myself. Injury history, hold him for 1 week and he's out for 2. Trade him out, bring him back in and he misses another week, that kind of thing. What's his scoring potential going to be like with Walsh in there full time with him now? We're just not sure. Keep an eye on that. Here's an interesting one. Zach Williams, 216k, defender only. Now, biggest con for starting Zach Williams is his injury history. Okay, he's coming back off a couple of ACLs. He really injury prone. 216,000. It's only looking at 20,000 more than the highest priced rookies, who are top 10 draft picks. I mean, at that price, if there is signs that he's over his ACLs and he's back to somewhat sort of form, I think you'd probably have to start him at that price. My only concern about him, apart from the injury history, is the inclusion now of Zach Williams into the defence. How does that change the role of Adam Sard or Nick Newman or Doherty? How does this puzzle piece coming in now affect the other puzzle pieces, basically? So that's what we've got to look for. I think if he's looking good on the track, you start him. If there's any sign of doubt, I'm jumping off him. I'm not taking the risk. Unfortunately, he's just very injury prone, which is a shame because when he was at the Giants, he was SuperCoach relevant as well. All right, so in terms of pass, the only one I can think of really is Curnow. I mean, with no Jack Silvani down there now, I don't think that's going to change too many things. I think Curnow and Mackay are the kind of players, like all key position forwards. They need to kick bags of goals to be consistently scoring 95 to 100, which is what you want when you're paying 545,000 for a player. So I would avoid Curnow. I think the main issues for Carlton this year are obviously how's the defence and the midfield how's that going to work in terms of our SuperCoach? So I think it's going to be a bit of a watch for Carlton. Please let me know in the comment section if I've missed any player. If you're a Carlton supporter and you've heard any inside training reports or anything like that, please let me know in the comment section. I've got videos coming out for all other sides too. So take care, see you in the next video.